some of the world's richest football clubs are buried under mountains of debt. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars, while still signing star players and unveiling shiny new stadiums. How is that even possible? It's like living in a mansion and still borrowing money for rent. And no, winning trophies doesn't always fix the money problems. In fact, some of the most successful clubs are also the most financially unstable. So which teams are deep in the red, and how bad is it really? Stick around, some names on this list might just surprise you. Alright, let's talk about Barcelona. Not just any club. This is one of the most iconic names in football history. On the pitch, they've given us magic, tiki-taka, Champions League comebacks, and that little guy named Messi. Off the pitch though, well, let's just say their bank account has seen better days. As of 2025, Barcelona's total debt is estimated to be between $2.9 and $3.2 billion. Yep, billion with a B. That makes them one of the most indebted football clubs on the planet. And the crazy part? They're still spending like it's payday every day. They started this massive Espai Barça project, basically a high-tech renovation of Camp Nou and other facilities, which is going to cost around $1.6 billion alone. It's like remodeling your house during a recession, but much, much bigger. The goal is to modernize everything and make even more money long-term, but for now, it's all going on the tab. Barcelona also had one of the highest wage bills in all of Europe. At one point, they were spending more than $600 million per year just on players' salaries. That's before you even add transfer fees for stars like Coutinho and Griezmann, both of whom didn't exactly work out. To deal with cash flow problems, they started using something called financial levers, basically selling off future income like TV rights just to get money today. It's kind of like selling your car's tires to buy gas. You get going for a bit, but you're not driving far. Even with $210 million in sponsorship revenue, including that huge Spotify deal, they still reported a $96 million loss in the 2023-24 season. So yes, Barcelona is still a legendary club, respected, followed, and feared on the field. But off the field, they're fighting a very different kind of battle. The kind with spreadsheets, loans, and interest rates. Tottenham Hotspur built one of the most advanced stadiums in Europe, and it came with a jaw-dropping price tag. Opened in 2019, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium cost around $1.5 billion to build, with $1.08 billion of that coming from loans. It's state-of-the-art, hosts NFL games, concerts, and even has its own brewery. But no Premier League title celebrations, yet. As of 2025, the club's net debt stands at about $960 million. Now, to be fair, over 90% of that debt is locked into fixed interest rates, which gives them some protection from economic swings. So while the debt looks huge, they've managed to avoid the financial freefall some other clubs face. Financially, though, things haven't been smooth. In the latest figures, Spurs posted a $110 million pre-tax loss, despite solid revenues from ticket sales, events, and partnerships. A stadium this size brings in serious money, but it also demands serious upkeep. And without trophies to show for it, questions are being asked. Chairman Daniel Levy even said publicly that the club is actively looking for new investors. That's a rare move in football and shows how tight things have become. They're not bankrupt, not even close, but they're definitely feeling the pressure to turn infrastructure into silverware. And while fans appreciated the world-class stadium, they'd probably trade the retractable pitch for a few more wins and a shiny cup. Spurs have been a nearly their club for years. Top 4 finishes, deep cup runs, but no major title since 2008. Tottenham is a club with a powerful brand, a modern football home, and passionate fans. The foundation is solid. Now they just need results that match the investment, or at least a trophy to go with the espresso machines. Manchester United is one of the biggest football clubs in the world, but behind all the history and fan chants, the financial side looks like a soap opera with spreadsheets. By the end of 2024, the club's total debt hit $890 million. That's not small change. Just a year before, borrowings were around $257 million. One season later, they jumped to $963 million. That's a massive leap, and it raised eyebrows not just among fans, but also in boardrooms and headlines. Part of the mess? Constant changes in management. In just one season, United spent $13.5 million on manager compensation alone. That's money paid to coaches they no longer wanted. Basically expensive goodbye gifts. Now, Manchester United does make a lot of money. In 2023, the club earned over $800 million from commercial deals, sponsorships, and matchday revenue. They sell shirts like hotcakes and have fans across the globe. But with this much debt, a big part of that cash never makes it to the squad or the trophy cabinet. It's busy paying off interest. A big reason for this financial pressure goes back to the Glazer family's leveraged buyout in 2005. That deal loaded the club with debt from day one, and it's still weighing them down nearly 20 years later. Fans have been protesting for years, chanting for change. It's no surprise the stadium sometimes sounds like a financial protest rally. So while United is still a global brand with unmatched reach, the financial structure keeps holding them back. The money is coming in, but a lot of it is just going straight out. Trophies? Not so many lately. But debt? They're definitely at the top of that table. Atletico Madrid has built a reputation for being tough on the pitch and equally resilient in managing their finances. As of 2025, the club's total debt is estimated at around $950 million. A significant portion of this debt stems from the construction of their stadium, the Metropolitano, which cost approximately $355 million. To alleviate this financial burden, Atletico secured a lucrative naming rights deal with Riyadh Air, valued between $265 million and $320 million, marking the most substantial sponsorship in the club's history. Despite the high debt, Atletico reported a modest pre-tax profit of around $1 million in 2024. This positive outcome is attributed to strategic financial management and a consistent approach to player transfers. The club often sells high-value players to balance the books, a strategy that has proven effective in maintaining financial stability. In terms of revenue, Atletico generated $382 million in 2024, with debt accounting for 7% of the club's value. This indicates a balanced financial approach, ensuring that the club remains competitive both on and off the field. While Atletico Madrid may not have the financial muscle of some of Europe's elite clubs, their disciplined financial strategies and smart investments have kept them in the game. It's a testament to their resilience and commitment to sustainable growth in the ever-evolving world of football finance. Inter Milan's financial journey over the past few years has been quite the roller coaster. By 2025, the club's total debt had reached around $480 million, which has definitely shaken up its financial foundation. This financial strain eventually led to a massive change in ownership. The previous Chinese owners, Suning, defaulted on a huge loan, and as a result, US-based investment firm Oaktree Capital stepped in and took control of the club. They acquired a staggering 99.6% stake in May of 2024 after Suning failed to repay a $400 million loan. This takeover came after a shocking collapse in Inter Milan's valuation. Before Oaktree's involvement, the club's value had dropped by 75%. To put it in perspective, Suning's 68.55% stake went from $630 million down to just $160 million, which is a pretty steep fall. However, even with these major financial hurdles, Inter did manage to reduce its losses. From a loss of nearly $275 million in 2021, they've brought it down to a more manageable $39 million recently, which is a small win in such tough times. Oaktree's acquisition wasn't just a financial lifeline, it marked their first venture into owning a football club. Since taking charge, they've been working hard to bring in some financial discipline. The goal? Stabilizing the finances and set the club up for long-term sustainability. It's a strategy we've seen before in European football, where investment firms step in to steady the ship when things go south. On the pitch, Inter Milan is still competing at the top, fighting for the Serie A title and playing in the Champions League. However, the real challenge for the club is balancing their performance with financial restructuring. fans and stakeholders are crossing their fingers, hoping this financial reset will lead to a more stable and prosperous future for the Nerazzurri. If you want more insights into the financial stories of top football clubs, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay updated with all the latest.